What's going on, everybody? My name is Ryan. This is Pixels and Planes, and I come to y'all bearing an apology. It's been at least 2 weeks since I've uploaded anything on YouTube, and there's a reason for that, and it's been quite an interesting couple of weeks, but we're going to talk about it today. All right, I've got some talking points I'm going to go over, kind of some things that have been going on and where we're going to be going from here. As you all know, I fly pipeline full-time. It can be a hazardous job with the obstacles, with the speeds that we fly, how low we fly. And a couple weeks ago, I ended up having a forced landing due to an engine failure at about 200 feet AGL. Now, if you are pilots out there, if you're training to be a pilot, you know, you probably heard your flight instructor tell you and harp kind of repetitively, practice, practice, practice. The muscle memory needs to be there. And sometimes you get yourself into situations, or sometimes you could find yourself in a situation where you really need muscle memory to take over, because as humans, we have that factor of we don't react the very millisecond something happens, right? So there's always kind of a built-in delay. When you feel an engine loss, your flight instructor might tell you, establish glide speed, where's your wind coming from, find a field, try to get the engine back. If you can't, make your calls. Well, when you're at 200 AGL, you don't have time to do much. I think by the time I got out the third Mayday, I was already hitting the ground. When you find yourselves in situations like this, sometimes you have to be grateful that while it is a bad thing, it's nice to know that when push comes to shove, the muscle memory was there and it ended up working out. As a matter of fact, I saved the airframe. There's no damage on the plane, except for the engine, of course. But we'll find out the cause of that whenever we get around to it. I know it's kind of hard to tell from looking at this picture, but when you find yourself in an actual situation where you lose a power plant or something happens to the airframe, the snap decisions that you have to make almost have to come instantaneously when you don't have, time to react and play it out the way you wanted it to. Right on the front side of this aircraft, about another 500 feet to the nose of it, we had a huge embankment. The farm field was flat, then it went down about 12 feet into a bar ditch, and then up from where the farm, the farm was leveled out at, like another 20 feet up into an embankment with power lines. And I had basically two choices. It was either one, plant the plane on the ground hard, get it stopped, or try to establish that glide and end up in the power lines. So, having to go against your better nature and not stay at glide speed to get the plane down was definitely something that was uneasy feeling. But when you're in that situation, you just kind of have to do what you have to do to walk away from the landing. So as I said, it's been a couple of weeks since I've uploaded anything. That has been the main reason, but also being off the pipeline, waiting on a new aircraft, and then playing catch up has honestly kind of put a damper in my plans on bringing you content regularly. So we're here to kind of talk about what we're going to be doing, and now that we've kind of finished playing catch up with the full-time job, now we can kind of start to integrate YouTube back into kind of our everyday. So now that we got the kind of bad stuff out of the way, everything is good now. All right, I'm back in the air, I'm back flying. It's been great for the last couple of weeks, just playing catch up. Lots of time spent in the aircraft. We kind of wanted to hit the reset button. And, the girlfriend and I went out to Colorado Springs this last weekend. We went to Garden of the Gods, Pikes Peak. Absolutely beautiful country. If you have never been, 10 out of 10 recommended, especially this time of year. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's just amazing out there. But as you know, here at Pixels and Planes, it's not all just about planes. We got the pixels factor in there too. We're learning videography, photography, the fundamentals, the editing, the what shots do we want to keep, which ones do we don't. And it's still something that we learn every day here. And we want to start integrating that to bring you along in our journey of learning something we've never done before. A few videos back, we were kind of discussing about what direction we wanted the channel to go, the quality that we wanted to improve on. We had GoPros for a while. While they captured everything that we wanted to see, they didn't really give us the pop we were looking for, I guess. Sorry if that's not a photography term, but the pop is definitely what we were wanting, that extra little hint of quality the lighting, the visual image, the things that we see with our human eye that is just absolutely beautiful in the environment that we're in, but you just can't seem to get that to translate on camera. We're trying to bring what we see versus what our camera sees just as close as we possibly can, so y'all have the same kind of experience as we do. And you know, this downtime, while it was under bad circumstances, has really given us the opportunity to take the A7S III that we're shooting on today and the new A7 IV that we've been using for our stills to really go out and put them through the paces for the first time. And I am in no way whatsoever professional at any of this stuff. I am very much a novice. I have been absolutely blessed with friends that do this for a living, and the words of advice and having someone like that in my life has probably skipped me a lot of failures, even though I'm still only getting a few good shots per 100. It definitely could have been a lot worse without guidance. So if you're watching this, thank you. As we continue to grow, you have helped tremendously. I truly appreciate everybody sticking around through this leave of absence. I know I just kind of went dark there for a little while, but I think we're to the point now to where we can get excited again. We're going to be doing our videography and our photography series where we start talking about the cameras and the equipment that we're going to be using. As we grow to learn what we are doing, we want to start to integrate this in too, because I don't want to bring you a video on how to photo edit if I don't know how to edit photo or video very well. I'm still new at this. I'm not going to try to give anybody else advice, but we're going to try to have some guys on that do know. And we want to be doing the reviews of the A7S III, which is what we're filming on today, and the A7 IV, and the variety of lenses, the bags, the environments, where we mess up so you might not have to. We are in a very unique position here at Pixels and Planes to be able to fly to our destinations of choice. We have the aviation side of being able to pack up, throw a bag in a plane, and just go. A lot of people don't get that opportunity. Well, we did so much traveling and so much time in the air, but we weren't really spending any time capturing those moments. So we finally have kind of that perfect platform to where we can do the aviation thing, we can do the photography thing, we can do the videography thing, and then we can all kind of bring it back for the production side as we learn. And we really want to start exercising this ability that we have been just absolutely blessed to be able to do with you guys. You know, after being absent the last few weeks, being able to get away, go to the trails, go to the mountains, just get out and learn something, I think has been a huge help in the recovery effort of schedule being thrown off, you know, work issues being thrown off, you know, playing catch up in everything that we do, whether it's responsibilities, work, YouTube channels, you know, being behind, being able to hit that reset button was huge. And it really lit a fire under us. And what I mean by this is I think that we're going to be doing regular trips to where we go out, we'll pre-flight the plane, we'll have a lot of fun, bring you a lot of aerial shots. And then when we get to the destinations, we're going to go capture those moments. We really want to embellish it, live what our channel name is, which is Pixels and Planes. We want to be able to give you from beginning to end and everything in between. Think of it like an adventure vlog, except we get to piece these things together, and not many people get the opportunity to do that. And we're very, very happy to be able to bring you guys along for it. Well, guys, it's time to say goodbye for the day. As you know, we've been kind of absent, and that has left us with a lot of things we have to catch up on, so it's time to go do those things. Once again, guys, I truly appreciate you being here with me today. I know it's been a huge leave of absence, and we're going to start ramping things back up. Don't forget in the meantime to follow our social medias. They'll be linked down in the description below. We've got some really cool shots of Pikes Peak and Garden of the Gods and the last little kind of spur of the moment adventure we went on. Also, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and that way you don't miss any future stuff that's coming up. Again, we're going to be doing a whole lot of these adventures, and I want you to be there. For everyone here at Pixels and Planes, this is Ryan reminding you to not only get out and fly today, but to capture the moment. We'll see y'all in the next one.